Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Kengan Omega Chapter 225, titled My Home Turf. Last week we had the beginning of the fight between Agito and Jirota, and Agito making the very questionable choice of deciding to challenge the Judo God to a judo battle. How is that going to work out for him? Well, there's only one way to find out. But before we get into that, as always, if you haven't already, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. I'd like to try and hit at least 100 likes on this week's reaction. Now then, without any further ado, let's get right into this week's chapter. It's good. It's really good to have more Kengan chapters coming out that I'm actually excited to read. Every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, a fight or something. It's typically just a fight kind of happens out of nowhere where I'm just like, damn, that's really exciting. Like the Seki fight. That was probably the last time that really happened. The Shen stuff was cool, but once it became clear what direction it was going in, I was kind of like, okay. But this, I fucking rubbed my hands together. As we see here at the start of this chapter, it looks like Jirota's palm is twisting against Agito's chest. Also, we have a 20-page chapter this week. That's a long-ass chapter for the start of the fight. Let's see here. As we saw at the end of the last chapter, Jirota is lifting Agito up off the ground while on one knee. Kind of looks like he's maybe pushing Agito off of him. Yeah, he did. He pushed him off. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the divine throw known only as swing. So did he use swing? Oh, that's interesting. He used swing to twist Agito so that he lost his grip on him. That's an interesting application. So Agito slides away from him. Jirota looks like he's going to keep going after him. Agito gets up, goes for a strike, and Jirota just fucking shoulder throws him. And another one! But Agito grabs onto his wrist. But wait, he's grabbed his arm! And the tables have turned! Yeah, it looks like he got him in an arm lock. You haven't locked him down yet. Stay on your toes. This is up in the air. Shen, what do you have to say about this? Based on the stuff that you've introduced, Shen, it's clear that Jirota does absolutely absurd principles shit. Swing is principles. That's what it is. They're perfectly even. Whoever sets the flow first wins. He's on his knees. This is Kano's chance. He managed to pull Jirota down closer to the ground. Jirota moves his hand around, the one that Agito's grabbing onto, and he grabs a handful of Agito's bodysuit. Is he gonna rip that shit off like Karoki did? Whoa! He's pulling back his overextended arm! Oh my god, he pulls Agito up into the air? When was the last time we had a grappling fight like this? It's been a while. Let's see here. Yeah, he's like lifted Agito up into the air. Now that's an incredible feat of strength. He's not at the top of purgatory for nothing. He's stronger than he was in the competition. Or I guess this is his true power. How much did he have to hold back against Hayami to not kill him? He's fucking tugging on Agito's shit. Agito is sweating. That sounded kind of gay there. But, you know, Agito's had a bit of fruity stuff happen all the time. I mean, look at that ass. Look at that ass. Yeah, he rips the front off of Agito's bodysuit. The second man to ever do that. Congratulations. He threw him off. Arashiyama's brute forced his way out of that armbar. He threw the 130-kilogram Kano like a ball, despite him weighing almost the same as himself. But he's holding on to his arm there and breathing a little heavily. I imagine that grip fucking hurt. But Kano's getting back up and shaking it off like it's nothing. There's not even a hint of agitation on his face. Sorry I ripped your clothes. Want to take it off? Are you sure? Won't you have an easier time if I'm clothed? Agito going shirtless for a fight? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. You know, some people are going to get very excited about this change in circumstance. That's not a problem. I can throw anything I touch. Brilliant. You're brilliant, Arashiyama. Yes, he is. You know, with Meguro, it's like, no shirt, no problem. I'm gonna fucking grab you by the collarbone. The gentle king is just like, I touch you. I fucking touch you. The friction, I just apply force to it, and I can throw you. Now Agito's tying his, like, torn off bodysuit around his waist, like a fucking sweatshirt or something. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. And the fight's back on. Is Kano switching to strikes? It's probably a good idea. Arashiyama's stanced up and waiting for him. He's shuffling over. No, wait. He's getting closer. Arashiyama's moving in for the grapple. Yeah, Agito goes for a strike, but Jirota, did he punch him? Did Arashiyama just punch him? Doing strikes. Arashiyama, don't tell me you've forgotten yourself. He's punching him even more. His form is all over the place, but those punches are heavy. If Agito keeps taking those, he's in trouble. He was unleashed, in a sense. In his bout of destiny with Meguro Masaki, also known as Boy M, he had the upper hand the whole time, but he lost. Arashiyama smiled. There were higher heights for him to reach. Following the competition, he transferred to the Kengan matches. At the same time, he sealed away his previous judo-only fighting style. He racked up 15 wins in just 2 years with no losses to date. I'd been conceited to think that I'd mastered the gentle way. I am immature. I am weak. Now, it's interesting. At the start of the fight, Agito was challenging Jirota to his mastered style, on his turf. But Jirota engaging Agito in a battle of strikes, that's Agito's home turf. Agito's just generally great at everything, but he is also one of the best strikers in the series. So, I don't know if that's a super great idea. What a fierce rush. Can Kano weather it? Here comes another right. He goes in for that right. That's a bluff. Sticks out his fingers. He's gonna flip Agito. He's fucking touching his hand. He threw in a swing in the middle of his strikes. He's trickier than ever now. Wait, that was a bluff too. He tries to... He does a low kick. That's a hard low kick. And what a perfect kick that was. I thought he was just trying to... Well, he's tripping him up a bit. He's like kind of throwing him off balance. He doesn't just do judo anymore. Throws, strikes, locks, anything goes. We're witnessing the rebirth of Arashiyama Jirota, the ultimate MMA fighter. Oh no. Taking away Okubo's whole gimmick. Now you're on my home turf. Yeah, Agito, you are a great striker. You're really good at grappling too, but you're not Jirota. But you're a phenomenal striker. So challenging you to a striking match is not the best idea. He parries Jirota's strike, hits him with a right hook counter, but Jirota grabs him and he flips him. He threw him, but how? Jirota lands on one knee and Agito falls to the ground, but Arashiyama's down on one knee. Did that right hook land after all? And did Kano fall the wrong way? He's still not getting back up. Who knows how this match will end? I don't know either. But that's the end of the chapter. And it was a pretty good one. I'm liking this fight thus far. This was a good choice for a matchup. Having Jirota's first fight be against someone who's just a hard counter to him that he can't really show his full worth against. I don't think that was a great move. It's really nice to see a fight for him where he's going up against someone on his level who is not just a counter to him. Someone who doesn't just nullify what he's good at. Yeah, him not just doing throws anymore, it's logical. You know, it makes sense. Fighters who only do one thing are oftentimes going to have a lot of problems. Because even if Kuroki is a master of the Kaiwan style, the Kaiwan style isn't just hand spears. He's mastered the hand spears. You know, he's tortured his body to refine them. But he doesn't just poke people. He can do a lot. So for Jirota, just doing the swing to master it is impressive. But it's gonna lead to you having serious weaknesses against people that's just not very effective against. So it's cool to see that he's accounted for that now. As for who's gonna win the fight, I mean, Agito is Agito, so I still assume he's going to win. I'd love for them both to be in the tournament, but listen, I would not complain if Jirota wins. If we get to see more Jirota, you know, even if he gets eliminated in the first round of the tournament, that's still another fight for Jirota. I would have no problem with that. But that question Shen raised, who has set the pace for the fight? I don't know if that's really clear. It seems like they're just kind of even for the most part. You know, the balance sways a little bit, but end of the chapter here, they're still on even footing. So we're just gonna have to wait and find out how that's gonna happen. I hope the fight goes longer than next chapter. I know things seem to have gotten serious here, but I want us to have more than a 2.5 chapter long fight for these guys. That would be nice. I mean, we got like 4, 5 chapters out of the Okubo and Seki fight. I think it was something like that. I can't quite remember. But it wasn't short. It was like a standard length fight. And I would like to have that for this fight as well. But with that, that's all I've got for this week's reaction. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Kengan Omega chapter reactions every week that we get a new chapter. If you enjoy discussing Kengan Omega with other people, or just enjoy the content I produce in this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.